This is our Rise Exchange. Now, Africa's largest cement producer, Dangote, is back in the domestic market for the second tranche of his share buyback or Repo program. Speaking to me on this multi-billion naira transaction is Ebiere Fumudoh. She is the managing director and CEO at Norrenberger Securities Limited. She's live here in our Lagos studio. Madam, thanks for making it here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. The market is starting on a very good note, so it looks like you folks are making money earlier in the year. The market is up nearly almost 3% by today.
Yep.
That's interesting. And Dangote Cement shares keep moving as well. Is it connected with this share buyback program?
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit more about the details of this share buyback program, this second tranche.
Yes, the second tranche of the share buyback program is like a continuation of the first tranche.
Yes.
Yes. And it shows the confidence the issuer has in its stock and the price. People want the stock, and here they are. They cannot afford to lose value.
Okay.
Yes.
But again, why do a share buyback?
Well, a share buyback seems to be a global practice.
Yes, it is.
It's actually a global practice. You have the likes of Ebiere, you have Facebook, all these doing share buybacks. And for an issuer who thinks the value in his issue is not what it should be, it always have, it's like put the money where your mind is.
To do a share buyback for a company such as Dangote Cement, you need deep pocket because you buy back hundreds of millions of units.
That's exactly what it is. They're buying back 1% of the share capital.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's quite huge.
It's huge.
So a share buyback technically is not for small companies, by the way, in the manner of speaking.
Certainly.
But how does that affect the price of that particular stock? How will this impact on the share price of Dangote Cement?
As it is, it seems it would be an advantage to the company because here we are just in one day, the price appreciation is there.
Yeah, I can see share appreciation. Let me check. I think today is about 7%.
Yes,
uptick.
almost 7%.
Yes, yesterday was close to about 0.4%. Today is about 7%.
And then there are expectations that it would even be more as we go on.
When will this share buyback program take place? Is it this week or next week?
Next week.
How long does it open for?
24 hours.
Oh, why that short?
Well, it's allowed for the company to do it for a longer period,
yes,
but it's planned this way. So 20th, 19th and 20th, they will do the share buyback.
Which is technically Wednesday and Thursday next week.
Yes.
But in terms of how should investors treat this particular share buyback? You talk about the value for the company in terms of the appreciation. What does it mean for shareholders or investors?
For investors, they are buying back the shares from the market, and what they get is the value that the market gives.
Shares that appreciate.
Yes.
Can I decide to sell under the repo, or it's just the company that sells? It's not like a rights issue.
No, it's not. It's not a rights issue. The share buyback allows anybody to sell. It's not a rights issue. The only thing is, whatever is bought back, the company disables. Yes.
Just cut down the size of the shares in the issue share capital.
Yes.
So you did press that, and that seemed to have an advantage for dividend, I'm sure.
Now you got it. Because for dividends, that now gives investors something to hold because there's value being added to the company's shares.
A transaction of this nature, which is a share buyback, 1% for a company the size of Dangote Cement on the NGX is quite huge. So will it have any overall impact on the market as a whole?
Technically, for a Dangote Cement, 1% is nothing. Yes,
okay,
1% is really nothing.
Yes.
Yes. So the impact cannot be material.
Okay, but if the share price keep moving, everybody enjoys it because the rest of the market moves.
Yes.
Okay, so that sounds like good news at least. If Dangote goes to the market, then it has a ripple effect for the rest of the market. Give me your outlook at Norrenberger for Dangote Cement for this year. Do you have any kind of outlook on what you think the share price will be? How do you think the financials will look like?
For Dangote Cement, already there is an outlook that the market has experienced from the third quarter of last year. Yes, Dangote Cement broke all the indices from the third quarter, and it crossed the billion mark in the third quarter.
Oh, the trillion mark.
Sorry, the trillion mark,
yes,
in the third quarter.
I remember.
And from those metrics, we already see where the stock is going. So the market expects a little more from Dangote. Yes.
Okay. In terms of what you think the share price and the financials should be this year, give me an idea of the dividend payout for this year.
For the for 2022,
yes,
there's no idea yet, but there are certainly metrics that people are working on. We expect certainly it will be more than what it was last year, and that could be some percentage more than
what the payout was for last year. But there's competition there. There are a few other names.
No, Dangote is one of the stocks that is very faithful in dividend payments. Payout ratio is very generous for Dangote.
Okay. Okay. We'll see what happens, because after the share buyback, whether the share price would see a bit of a pullback could be some concern for some investors.
Yes, that could be anybody's projection, but for us, we see the stock firming up because value would have been added after the buyback, and then the confidence that comes with the buyback. Investors have more confidence in their stock, and so
Great. Well, let's be on the lookout. It's next week, so it's going to be a very big one. Let's be on the lookout for that. We appreciate your time on the show tonight, Madam Ebiere Fumudoh, Managing Director and CEO at Norrenberger Securities. See you next time. Have a great evening.
Thank you.